It's your boy Patrick Michael Strange. This is the New Release Wednesday show, giving you the NEW from the NRW, and this is our year-end wrap-up best of show for the year 2018. And we are going to talk all about the game of the year with already automatically to my left. I have KPRM Gaming in the house, Lewis Bailey. Also with the NRW Gaming side of the house as well. I have Alicia G. What's up, Alicia? Spotty in the house. The little Spotty sweatshirt on. You know,
my ugly Spider-Man Christmas
there
sweater.
We go. And our resident Russian colluder, CY, over here. You know he's going to bring
He's going to kill you by the end of the night.
And then I have Dalek Sek, our Whovian fan back there.
What's up?
I got Belle. How are you? It's been a minute. Good to see you back. I have Wordbox from Not Quite Accurate Cosplay, my girl Brandy. And happy to see her again, CC the Greek Geek. It feels like forever. What's up, girl? I have the comedian, our resident guy, Mac. Quickly move on from him.
Because I have a Stanley shirt on.
And of course, I've got Bizarre from Not Quite Accurate Cosplay as well, my boy Giano. What's up, Giano?
Morning.
All right. As y'all know, towards the end of this year, we've been really amping up our gaming thanks to my guy Lewis and Mark and Mana, who isn't here tonight. But shout out to Mark. We're going to be doing a lot more with gaming going into 2019. And to spark it off, we're going to talk about what was the best of 2018 with our 2018 Game of the Year. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Lewis Bailey.
Thank you, man. So, yeah, we had a lot of good picks this year. In my opinion, 2017 was a little bit better, but still we had a lot of good picks this year. So, here are the nominees for Game of the Year for 2018. Start off with, we have Marvel's Spider-Man for PS4, Sony's God of War from Santa Monica Studios, Red Dead Redemption 2 from Rockstar Entertainment, Monster Hunter World from Capcom, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu Edition from Nintendo, Soul Calibur 6 from Namco. Bandai Namco, there we go.
Namco, for short.
Fallout 76 from Bethesda Studios, Far Cry 5 from, oh man, their name just left.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, thank you. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, also from Ubisoft. Valkyria Chronicles 4 from Sega.
Yeah.
Sega. Destiny 2 Forsaken from Bungie. Good boys over there. And from Epic Games, Fortnite. So, I could already tell one of those games, well, actually, it's kind of hard because we have 5 big contenders on there.
Yeah, we do.
My vote was for Monster Hunter. I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. I love it. If there's a Monster Hunter list that takes my place, Red Dead 2, I just finished it this morning. Took me at least 60 hours. It was a very tough contender. Very tough, but my vote's for Monster Hunter.
So, I know Soul Calibur 6 was added just for my benefit. Thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome.
That was my top game. I have been playing Soul Calibur since 2002 with Soul Calibur 2 and have since collected every single iteration of the game religiously, including, like, copies of the mobile games that were only on Nokia phones. So, the obsession runs deep.
Wow.
My main man was back, Raphael. It's a really solid game. They switched over to the Unreal Engine. The graphics are gorgeous. Geralt is a fun addition. He's like the first guest character that kind of makes sense. My other vote was for Far Cry 5. It's actually my first time playing the Far Cry series because I'm usually not a shooter game person. But I liked the setting. It reminds me a little bit of where I grew up in terms of the visuals. Plus, getting to take out cultists is a lot of fun.
I would agree with that.
Yes, I was just like, oh my god, this is great and cathartic, and that probably reveals more about me than it should. So those are my top 2 picks, but Soul Calibur wins out because I've got brand loyalty. Except to 5, fuck 5. But overall, no, 5 was bad. But overall, Soul Calibur 6 was a great return to form. It's like the king has returned. It is amazing. That was my pick of the year.
kind of saw that with fighting games all in general. Tekken 7 came out.
Tekken 7 was amazing.
Tekken 7,
Just
yes,
amazing.
I'll agree with that.
Amazing.
I like the bowling section of it.
Yeah. yeah. Anybody else
That's
play
so
anything
pure.
this year?
Yeah.
Or part of the nominees?
I put in Valkyria Chronicles 4 mostly because it's one of the 2 games I've been looking forward to most to come out in the next year. So unfortunately, the next one is not going to make this year's list because it's Ace Combat 7, and that won't come out until
A
January.
very
Fun.
niche
Oh.
title that I played the original one. I loved it.
Yeah.
And just the other two and three, none. I saw that come out, and I'm like, they
Well,
brought it
yeah.
back to its original.
That's the main
Style.
reason why I wanted to do that, because I wanted to have that conversation. I loved the original Valkyria Chronicles. 2 and 3 were not that great, and 3 is even a pain. 3 was never actually translated and brought over to the States, so it's very hard to play that one.
Mhm.
But both of them were very limited by the fact that they were limited to the PSP. They brought it back to a main console. Valkyria Chronicles 4 doesn't really do anything more revolutionary than the first one does, but it does bring it back to what people liked about the original
Yeah.
Valkyria Chronicles, and I hope that means
That's
the
what I
series
heard.
will move forward and we'll start getting more and better games that aren't hamstrung by being on a portable.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
So I've run a gamut on a lot of the different nominees, if you will, on here. Ran through Spider-Man, still waiting for the next DLC, which I believe drops either this week or next week. Destiny 2, I finally got the chance to play when they dropped it for free briefly.
Welcome, man.
Welcome to the family.
And then once I got my bow and arrow and that, everything was done.
Yeah.
Because, just headshots all day. For a while there, I was playing way too much Fortnite just because I'm boring. I kind of fell off the ladder on that one because it just got convoluted as fuck.
I feel shotguns are overpowered in that.
Very much so.
Mm.
So is the hand cannon if you get a headshot.
Yeah.
But let me see what else was on there that I played. Or maybe that was it.
Well, you have Fallout 76, right?
Oh yeah, and Fallout 76, which is actually one I added on there. Fuck all of you.
Well, Bethesda still owes me a finished copy of Star Trek Legacy.
You can take that up with them.
Yes.
You know what?
This is
Bethesda
Fallout.
should have put Fallout 76 in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia because that's what they led us to believe in previous games. And as someone who grew up in the Shenandoah Valley, I am bitter as fuck. I'm sorry. The song Country Roads was not about West Virginia. It was about Western Virginia. Anyone who want to fight me, they can.
Yeah, Maryland,
It's
actually.
just- it's just-
Well,
Yeah.
no, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They're also describing Western Virginia. But they were driving through Maryland when they wrote it, and they had never been to West Virginia, so that whole song is just a big pile of fuck.
He wrote the
It's just a
song and he
song.
wanted 4 syllables, so it was either West Virginia or Massachusetts.
It's just a song. It's just a song that they added in there to add with all the other
Massachusetts.
rustic songs that they had in there. And I know the game has gotten a lot of shit from a lot of critics, but the way I look at it is this. It's
Yeah.
a new concept. It's a new game. Although, and the thing is during the beta, the unfortunate part they didn't give us enough time in the service to actually break the shit out of it. But I've enjoyed it every time I've picked it up. I've spent countless hours playing it, and I still think it's a high contender. Just because people want to nitpick the fact, oh, it's a new game, it needs to be 100% right now, go! No!
I think
Well,
my other
servers
problem,
don't work that way.
I think my other problem is I don't want to play Fallout with other people.
And that's
Well,
perfectly fine.
I think with a lot of the challenges that Bethesda has, and they still continue to have issues on a week or bi-week basis, I think by next year, once we've seen a lot more additions and improvements added to this game, I think as kind of like No Man's Sky, let's go back and review it and see how much has changed and does it now give a better product.
That was something that was interesting to see on the nomination list was No Man's Sky, considering that's not a game that came out this year.
Yeah.
But it's gotten so many updates this year, it's a very different animal.
yeah.
And that's why it was on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, Mac?
So I'll
So-
give that an honorable mention.
I did not play any games this year. I've only played Injustice and Mortal Kombat. So once again, I abstain.
Okay.
I picked God of War, or I should call it Child Simulator. Or boy.
Son of
Which-
War? Dad of War?
That game, graphically, it was amazing. Story wise, it was weird. I don't want to get too spoilery if anyone hasn't played it. Well, you should have at this point. But I mean, I guess with all the things that they brought to you with Odin, and you fought what's his name, Thor's brother,
Yeah,
I forgot his Boulder.
Boulder.
Yeah. Who is in the Marvel series as well, which you don't really know, but yeah.
I knew that.
I knew that.
Well,
Come on, you're with
I
Connor.
didn't, but anyway.
Well, we're not you.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, so yeah, that was a really amazing story to actually see him cross over from the Greek mythology to Norse mythology and fight all over the Norse pantheon. It was exciting, but the one thing I'm looking forward to is the new DLC, which I don't think I've heard anything recently. Has anybody heard? I don't know if that's dropped. Or waiting for that still, so that's going to be exciting to see him fight.
They're going to make sure it's a tight package, so we're all going to enjoy this. Santa Monica does not disappoint.
Yeah, he's hinted to fighting someone's brother and one of the other brothers, and looking forward to that fight.
Yep.
I think they're going to stretch this one out a bit, so this is going to be exciting to see.
So who won?
Excellent.
I just a real honorable mention, real quick. No one talked about Red Dead Redemption 2. It should be talked about.
It actually
I didn't.
I
I couldn't talk about
I
it because
just
I haven't been able to
started
play.
it.
Yeah,
I think
that's the one problem is
I
that
don't want to get into it because I just started the game. So.
yeah, but it should be mentioned because it is a big deal. It's a game that's out there. I haven't played it because I'm waiting for it to be a little more affordable, which I think a lot of other people are. But it is out there.
And then we have one from Marianne.
I was just gonna say I went for God of War, but I also had to give it to Red Dead, too, because both of those had, I think, some astounding, amazing, awesome storytelling. I have a short attention span, and they did a good job keeping me interested, so that works.
Also, the gunshots.
So,
Yeah. So,
Who won?
all right. So I think we've been held on the edge of our seats. So the winner for 2018's Game of the Year from New Release Wednesday, drumroll please, is, by your votes, The Cup Spillage. No, Marvel's Spider-Man.
The ones we didn't really talk about.
No, we did not.
No,
And yet now we can talk all about it.
No, exactly. We could talk all about it. Great open world game. Great, fantastic voice acting. Stan Lee, you're in there in a wonderful scene. It is great. It is a great open world game. This gives us the Spider-Man series, the game that we have all been asking for since Spider-Man 2. So,
I think
agreed.
the only caveat I really had about it was some of the main villains in it. They kind of put them out like bitches because they didn't really have much. And I understand the main story was going towards one direction, but some of the villains, especially some
There's
of
a
the
boss
Sinister
rush.
Six,
There's a boss rush at the end.
I'm-
pretty much.
I'm very well
Yeah.
aware, but it's like it just seems a lot. It's very, very rushy. But other than that, again, I was completely sold on it from the moment I picked it up.
I enjoyed it. It was very hard trying to be a Spider-Man version of the Arkham series, and it had its good and bad. The combat was a little finicky. That's one reason why I didn't vote for it. But it was a very good game, so I'm okay with it.
Whatever, Fallout 76 didn't win, nor did Valkyria Chronicles or whatever you say that name.
You want to start shit with me, Pat?
That's it. Game of the Year.
Spider-Man.
Apparently, we are now a games
Right.
channel.
Yeah, right? Turns into a minimum. Next thing you know.
Alicia, if you could. I don't want to grow up.
I'm
much
so
of a
arrested.
kid.
Everybody forgot the rest of the words.
Rolling.
Rolling, sound, speed,
Here, I'm gonna have to see.
action.